Hello guys, you're welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I cut this beautiful abaya you are watching on the screen right now. I'll be showing you in details of how I cut it, so let's get started. So here is the fabric I use for this tutorial. This is a thick duchess material, and for this abaya I use just 2.5 yards of this duchess material. I used 2.5 yards. So here is it. I already folded it into 4 because I'm going to be cutting a cut together abaya. Can you see? This is it. This is it right here, because it's going to be a cut together abaya, and there's not going to be any joining at the shoulder of this abaya. I already folded it. So the first thing I'm going to measure out, I'm just trying to see if it's going to be enough for the person's sleeve length when I cut it together. So it's enough with the measurements I just take. I think it's enough. So the next thing we're going to do is to start taking our measurements one after the other. So I'm going to take the length measurement first. I'm going to measure out the length of the gown we are working with. So the person length is 60. Our full length is 60. So I just want to say so I have 2 right here. So these 2 that I have here is enough for the folding at the down part of the fabric. So I'm going to use that. Now I'll come to this side, this A, to determine how much I'm using for the sleeve bend. So I'll be using 10 from the shoulder. I'll be using 10 for our sleeve bend. So that is what I just measure out right here. Then at this exact place that I measure out 10, that's where I'm going to take out our bust measurement. That's where I'm going to take out our bust measurement. What is our bust measurement? Our bust measurement is 40. Our bust measurement is 42. 42 divided by 4 will give us 10.5. Yes, 42 divided by 4 will give us 10.5. That is what I'm just trying to calculate right here. So I'm going to mark that out. I'll mark the 10.5 outside right now. Then because it's an abaya, I'm going to be adding 5 inches. The reason why I'm adding 5 inches is that the abaya I want the abaya to be very big. I don't want it to be fitted, depending on the type of abaya you are making. You understand? So I'm going to measure out the 10 that I measured out earlier. I'll measure it back here. Okay, I later use 11. Okay, depending on what you are using anyway, depending on how big you want the sleeve to be. Understand? So now I'll come to the person half length. Our half length is 17. Then from our half length to our hip line, I'll be using 8 inches. From our half length to our hip measurement, I'll be using 8 inches. So I'm going to rule all that out. So this is for our, now to our waist measurement. Our waist is 36. Now to our hip measurement, our hip is 45. 45 divided by 4 will give us 11 and quarter. 11 and quarter will give us 45. So I already mark out the bust measurement, our waist measurement, our hip measurement. That is our normal measurement. You understand? That is our normal measurement. Now, you know we said it earlier that I'm going to be adding 5 inches to all her measurements. So everything I will be using right now will be 16. Yes. So I'm just going to already calculate everything with the 5 inches I'm adding. So that is what I'm going to mark out now. So from the hip measurement, just add your, if you want to add 3 inches, just add it straight up, straight till down, so that it will be free depending on how free you want it to be. Then this place, since it's the armhole, it cannot be, so it has to be cuffed like this. That's why I just cuff it out. I hope you understand this tutorial. It's very simple. After you take your normal body measurement, add your, if you want to add 4 or 5 inches, add it to the measurement all through, because it's an abaya, it has to be free. But if the abaya you are making is not the free type, maybe it's something that is not that free, you can add your 3 inches, 4 inches to it, because it's a cut together, so no need to like do shoulder. So I just cut it out as shown. And this is it after cutting it. This is what we have. This is what we have after cutting it. So the next thing we are going to do now is to cut out the neckline, because I just cut out the body, now remaining the neck. So for the neckline, I'll be using 4 inches, 4 inches for the wideness, and for the depth of the back neckline, I'll be using 4 by 1 for the neckline, 4 by 1. So I'm going to cut it together. You know the fabric is on fold, so I cut out the front and the back together. I use 4 by 1. After I'm done cutting it, then I open it. After I'm done cutting it, then you open it, pick it out like this. Let me fold it for you to see. Since it's a cut together and there is no joining, there's no cutting at the shoulder, just do it as shown. Can you see the way I do it? So the way you do it now, the way you spread it on the table, means 1 for the back and the other 1 for the front. But make sure that it's aligned. Make sure that when you do it, it's aligned together, so that by the time you cut it, it will not give you problem. So just choose anyone. You can choose any side for the front, any side for the back. So for the front now, I'm going to take another measurement. That is for the front now. I'm going to take how much do you want it to come down? So I later come down with 5 inches again for the front neckline. I come down with 5 inches. If you don't want the neckline to be wide, you can come down with 4 inches. You can come down with 3 inches again. But for this one, she's a little bit, she have body a little bit, so just cut it out as shown. Can you see the way I do it? Just cut it out as shown. That is it. So that is for the back and the front neckline. So now, after you are done with this, depending on how you want it, you can decide to cut another fabric. You can decide to cut another fabric to turn the neckline, and you can decide to use bias, that is ribbing, to turn your neckline. You can decide to do that. So this is the neckline after doing it. This is what we have. So that is that about that. So I'll be showing you how I sew it in the sewing tutorial in my next video. I'll be showing you how I sew it in my next video. And for the sleeve, I will be folding it. I will not be folding it with machine. I'll be using Emi gum to do that, to do justice to that. I love to use Emi gum to do my abaya finishing and stuff like that. So, and after sewing it, this is what we got. This is it after sewing it. For this black that I use as design, I'll be showing you how I cut it later in the sewing tutorial. Thanks for watching the channel. Kindly subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos. See you guys in my next tutorial. Bye for now.